another testimony of if God is for you, who can be against?
Whoa. Welcome back to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you guys today. Had some technical difficulties there starting off the show, but it's good to be back. Tomorrow I've been doing an afternoon show, and I think that's it. I got a lot going on. But guys, please smash the like button. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow 3D Boxing blog, at all forms of social media. The Boxing Bookie comes at you for every single major fight, so you have to consistently make money betting on the sport of boxing. The bookies, the odds makers, they don't know what they're doing. I do. I'm going to show you how to consistently make money. So join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's also in that little ticker below. I'm going to pin it in the chat right now. It's in the chat. What up, muscles? It's in the chat right now. Join the Patreon if you have not already. Just $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. Just $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice. Gets you Ask the Bookie, and it gets you the Lock of the Week. The Lock of the Week will be out tomorrow, so join now so you make sure to get the Lock of the Week this week. It also gets you access to the Discord. In the Discord, we get all types of great stuff. We stream fights there. Let's tear down that house again like we always do. $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. It gets you request a video. It gets you the lock of the week. It gets you access to the Discord. The Discord, we give you all the updated live betting and the props and everything like that. So $5 a month gets the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. All right, let's get into today's show. I forgot one thing. Head on over to carnivalbar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. Carnivalbar.com. The Carnival Bar. It's a meal in your pocket. The world's only high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move and stores for years. Get your travel autonomy and freedom back. That's the Carnival Bar. Carnivalbar.com. The nutrition of a steak. The convenience of a bar. Carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. All right. Let's tear down the house. Lock in time. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. I think it's going to be a good week. This is going to be a good week. It's going to be a good week. I want everyone to get rich this week. I want everyone to get rich every week, but specifically this week. I got a good feeling about this week. I got a really, really good feeling about this week. Glad to have everyone aboard. All right, let me just quick run this down. I'll be going live tomorrow again. So I'm already working on the Charles Conway video. So just so you know, tonight, I just need to record it. You guys are going to get the Kevin Brown video. I'm going to have the Kevin Brown video live for you guys tonight. I'm going to record that tonight and get that out to you guys, so you will have that. Tomorrow, you're getting Charles Conway and Charles Conwell and Jorge Garcia. That will be live for you guys tomorrow. And then Thursday, I'll be going live. Friday, I'll be going live. I may go live twice on Thursday and once on Friday. I haven't decided yet. But I'm trying to give you guys a lot of shows, a lot of content, as much as I can, as much as possible. All right. Hey, bro, what do you think of Cedeno and O'Mara? I like Cedeno. I would feel safe with that bet. Let me see what the odds on that would be on this particular book. Kevin Brown's getting worse and worse, man. It's minus 303. Kevin Brown was minus 1,000. Now he's minus 1,400. And I don't think Suero is that easy of an opponent. I think this fight is a little tougher. Suero was giving Floyd Schofield problems. I know he's coming up from 130 to 140. I know Kevin Brown is a complete polar opposite fighter than Floyd Schofield. This fight is going to be at the outside, and Brown should win, right? Like, he definitely should win. He's better across the board. But like a minus 1,400, I don't mind this. I just think at minus 1,400, can you get Brown by decision? I would, you know. I'd rather take the over 8.5. Honestly, I like the over on this fight. I definitely like the over. I would bet on that. But if you want to take Kevin Brown, you can do this. Kevin Brown should win. If you're okay with minus 303, make it. I just don't love the value of Kevin Brown. I don't think he should be a 14-1 favorite. That's like ultimately what I'm saying. I think that minus 1400 is far too wide. Although I'm very, very confident that Kevin Brown, like if I was making this book, I'd have it minus 900. Minus 1400 is way too wide, and I would have Cyril at plus 450, plus 500. I just think it's far too wide. You like any under 1.5 knockdown for this weekend if they add that prop? Let's take a look at it when it happens. Text me a particular fight. I probably like him in a lot, especially the British fights. If you get it on the Padley fight, I'll take it on the Padley fight. Ain't no one getting knocked down in the Padley fight. We could fight 100 rounds. Ain't no one getting knocked down in that fight. So yeah, I like this for sure. I like Kevin Brown. I like Josh Padley. I like Agurko. We still don't have an over on that. God dang it. I like Dalton Smith. Charles Conwell. I think I'm working on this right now, but Charles Conwell I like a lot. Fondora is that minus 2,500. God dang it. Tyler Denny. Like, this is a better bet than Fondora is a better bet than Denny, but you can add either one of them. Lee Cutler and Eggington. I haven't gotten to this yet. Potential upset here. Slight upset. Eggington, I wish it was plus 200. It'd be a lot more tempting. Frazier Clark and Tete, I don't like that minus 200. Whitaker and Cameron, I like a lot. I take the over on that, over 8.5. I love the over 8.5 on this fight. At minus 285. To me, that's an absolute steal. I would take that all day. 100% lock that in. 100% lock that in. I also like Whitaker. I like both bets, So there are a lot of bets that I like this week. 10 bets that I like this week, which is good. Conwell, KO Garcia. I'm doing that video tonight, potentially. I'm thinking so. I'm thinking so. Also, like, I can see a yeah, for sure. Oh, sorry, Kyle. I am a moron. Hang on one second. All right. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. My bad. All right. Yeah, I think Conwell money line is much safer than the KO. Dalton Smith KO is way safer. Yeah, I just stylistically, I think that the odds of Dalton Smith getting the knockout is so favorable, right? Obviously it's safer on the money line. It's always safer on the money line, but Dalton Smith, they still don't have a prop on it. God dang it! Other books have the prop on it. I don't have a prop on Dalton Smith by KO. But I'm going to work together, get you guys a lock of the week. I got 10 bets that I like. You can lock all these up. Smith, money line. I also like him by stoppage. Pandora, money line. Also like the over. Conwell, money line. Potential stoppage. So I have a stoppage prop on Conwell. No, I have no prop on that either. Cedeno, Kevin Brown, Padley. That's a nice little parlay right there. It threw a little like parlay. Cedeno, Kevin Brown, Josh Padley. You can lock that up. That's a good bet. Gurko and the over. If you can get the over on Ryan Kelly versus Gurko, absolutely take it. Does anyone have does anyone have an over on that? Let me check pro boxing odds real quick for that. I am very interested in the over on that fight. No over prop, huh? By Detroit Kelly. Gurko by decision. Oh, fight to go the distance is minus 550 on FanDuel. FanDuel's got to fight to go the distance is at minus 550. It's not terrible. I would take that. That's not bad. You can add that in your parlay. They don't have an over, but they have a prop to go the distance. It's not terrible. Dalton Smith by KO is minus 400. If you can get Dalton Smith by KO at minus 400, I definitely think that's a bet worth taking. I absolutely think Dalton Smith by stoppage is a bet worth taking. I think mixing boxing and UFC again this week. I can't help you, Chinchilla. That's cool. I can't help you with the UFC, man. I can only help you with the boxing. I'm not a UFC guy. Although I did watch a little UFC last weekend. Garcia has 4 losses and he's never been stopped. Yeah, he's also never fought Charles Conwell, right? Like Charles Conwell, I've been high on Charles Conwell for 5 years now. I think he's way overdue at 27 for a title shot. No one's going to want to fight him. He was mismanaged a little bit with Lou DiBella. 5'9", super middleweight, strong as hell, Olympian, like the whole thing. Conwell is it. Jorge Garcia, good fighter. Like you said, 4 losses. Conwell on the money line is safe as can be. He's never fought anyone of note. This should not be a very difficult fight for him. Iswadi, and Abigdorov. I can't see him winning. To me, this is an easy money bet for Charles Conwell. The UFC, no UFC this weekend, says Jin. Jin says no UFC this weekend. They couldn't pay me to bet UFC. I don't know anything about UFC, man. I can't help you. Yeah, no UFC. I've been doing 2 UFC and 2 boxing in the last 2 weeks. Unfortunately, no UFC this weekend, like you said. All right, let me close this out. Whitaker by decision. Yeah, he ain't getting a night. Yeah, I love Whitaker by decision. Let me. Do I have that? Whitaker by decision at minus 110 might be a terrific bet. I hit on Ray Ford by decision last week. I would agree. There ain't no way Whitaker getting a stoppage. I would take Whitaker. I love this bet. I may put some side money on Whitaker by decision. I absolutely like that bet. That is a beautiful bet that I think is worth taking. Whitaker minus 285. I love the over minus 285. I love Whitaker by decision. I love at minus 110. And those are the props. To me, the Whitaker Cameron fight is the fight that we're making money on this week, right? Like anything you're gonna do that make you serious money, you gotta have Whitaker by decision. You gotta have Whitaker on the money line, or you gotta have the over, right? The fight to go the distance, anything like that. Yes, fight to go the distance minus 205. I definitely anything in that realm I love. The fight's absolutely going the distance. Sedano Padley, Sedano Brown and Padley by decision. I like it. Yeah, I like that. I think that's I think that's a really good parlay. I think that's a really good parlay, actually. Yeah, Whitaker by decision at minus 110 is a great value bet. That is a terrific value bet. It's basically even money. Ryan Kelly distance, like it. Fundora money line, Whitaker. Fedora money line, yeah. Okay, my brain's not working. Ryan Kelly by distance, yes. Ryan Kelly fights goes to distance. Fedora money line, yes, for sure. Whitaker money line, I like it. Dalton Smith under 2.5 knockdowns. Under 2.5 knockdown. Odds plus 127. I put 500 in one of my slips. How do you feel about it? I love all of that. Jay, shout out to my boy Jay Grizzy. At plus 127 at a plus money bet. Ryan Kelly fight to go the distance for sure. Fedora by money line, easy. Fedora money line, easy. Whitaker money line, love it. Dalton Smith under 2.5 knockdown. Yeah, Dalton Smith's not a guy that's gonna knock you down 5 times. He's gonna knock you down once or twice. I do like that. And then the fight's over. I like this. This is a parlay I like a lot, and it's plus money. I think that's really, really good bet, Grizzy. Sedano Brown and Padley by decision. Now, I don't have Padley by decision on my book, I don't think. But if you can get Padley by decision, yeah, I don't have him by decision on my book. But if you have that prop, I would take it. I would absolutely take that prop. 100% I would take that. That's a really good bet. And it's probably paying close to even money, right? Probably pretty good. Wow, it's probably paying plus money. James, I'm interested. That 3-leg parlay, because I don't have Padley by decision. It's probably minus 1,000. $20 super chat. $20 super chat from my boy Cedric Walcott. I have Sedano minus 410. I like Sedano. Under 10.5 rounds Dalton fight. I love that. Whitaker over 8.5. Yup. Charles Conwell minus 1,100. 764. Yeah, this is another really good one. Let me run through this again. Sedano minus 410 money line. Easy money. Love that. Under 10.5 on the Dalton fight. Yeah, I think that's your bet right there. Under 10.5 on the Dalton fight. That's a really good bet. Whitaker over is the easiest bet this week. That is such an easy bet. Whitaker over 8.5 rounds, easy. And then Charles Conwell minus 1,100. Yeah. It's paying plus money. It's going to pay plus 125 or whatever that is. 764 to win $1,000. I would do it, Cedric. I think that's a really good bet. There's nothing in there I don't love. Everything in there hits. I like that. I appreciate the $20 super chat as well, my man. Shout out to you. I think Fundora get it. Yeah, see, Fundora is like Dubois. She's the one chick that could get the KO, right? So if I'm betting on Fundora, yeah, you're probably right, Jin. I just go through these women fights and say take the over. She's one like Dubois, Caroline Dubois. She may get the stoppage. Depending on what the over-under is, Fedora money line is obviously the safe bet. It just doesn't pay well. Fedora by KO minus 125. Ooh, so they're betting that. Ooh, it's a pretty good bet. I don't love the odds. I thought for sure it would be plus money. It's not. I don't love the odds on it. I think it hits. I would rather take Whitaker by decision. I think Whitaker by decision is a better bet. Best boxing channel / lives going. You know how to look at tape and it shows. I appreciate that, Chinchilla. Shout out to you. I appreciate the kind words. Thoughts on Tyler Denny by decision? I haven't really looked at this fight because the odds were so wild. Let me look at something real quick. I don't know his opponent real well. I like Tyler Denny. So I know he's 33, which I don't love. Yeah, this guy's got 12 knockouts. So you got Tyler Denny, who's got like no knockouts. Does Tyler Denny have any knockouts? I think he's got one or two, right? And then you have Elvis Aroga, who's got 12 KOs and 13 wins and been knocked out twice. He's not getting knocked out. The only question is, does he win by stoppage? Does he get the knockout? I don't think so. I'm taking Tyler Denny. I think Tyler Denny by decision is a really good bet. What? The odds are wild. I don't have that in my book. What odds are you getting on Tyler Denny by decision? What odds are you getting on that? I appreciate that, Grizzy. I appreciate that. I appreciate you, Grizzy. Hey, Miron, how you doing? Good. The Whittaker fight isn't serious. No. That's what. No. That's not good. That's where we're making our money. That's not good. That's not good, Miron. We need that. Pad Lee, decision 166 odds. This is a moneymaker right here. Already put it in. Money in the bank, Cedric. Money in the bank. Cedric, if Dalton by KO, TKO is paying better than the under 10.5 rounds, I was just taken by KO, TKO. Not sure what your odds are. Yeah, I was going to suggest that too. But like, what if lightning strikes? And like, I don't think Jermaine sucks. It's just stylistically, it's a nightmare fight for him. I don't think he's at the level of Dalton Smith at all, but I don't think he sucks, right? So, like, what if he caught lightning in a bottle, right? Like, the fight's going to be scrapped. He's going to be on the inside. What if something wild happened? This protects him against that. But no, I like Dalton Smith by stoppage at minus 400. I expect Denny to win, but Elvis fight is 100%. But I expect him to win. Yeah, the odds on that are wild. It's crazy. Tyler Denny by decision 166. I like it. Yeah, I would take that for sure. I mean, what, Tyler Denny gonna knock him out? Clearly, Tyler Denny's not gonna knock him out. So yeah, Tyler Denny by decision. If you think Tyler Denny's gonna win, take him by decision. Basically, the problem is they sent a 12 round to Cameron, they want a 12 rounder to Cameron, a 10 round to Whittaker, and Whittaker didn't want to take the 12. Boxer not paying Cameron. Apparently, they're trying to find someone. Stop. Really? I would have, but Bovada, his book doesn't have that problem this time. I wanted to put it in, though, through now. It's a good bet. What you got there, Cedric, is a good bet. I like what you got. I like what you got. Whittaker about to fight a Ken. That's going to ruin everything, man. That's going to ruin everything. That's our money fight right there. That's our money fight. That is our gosh dang money fight. All right, I want to run down these props one more time. All these bets that I like one more time. When I'm done with it, you guys put any questions, comments, thoughts, super chats in the box. Put it in the chat. When I'm done with run throughs one more time, I will get to all your questions, comments, thoughts, and then I'm gonna wrap up. So, Dalton Smith money line, Gabriel Fundora money line. I also like Dalton Smith by stoppage. Charles Conwell money line. I also like Charles Conwell by stoppage. Ajarko money line. I love it. Ajarko over. Ajarko by decision. I love any bet like that. Kevin Brown. He's gonna win. I don't love this. I do like the over on this. I don't love Kevin Brown. About at 1,400. He's gonna win. I think the odds are disrespectful. They're almost the same odds as Josh Padley. Padley's a much safer bet. I don't love Kevin Brown. Those odds are way too wide for that good of an opponent. Whittaker Cameron over 8.5. Yeah, I love that. Kevin Hyler Brown versus Suero. I do like the over on that. This is going to be a long distance boxing match. I like the over. Whittaker money line. I love the Whittaker money line. Whittaker by decision at minus 110. I think that's a home run of a bet. That's the value of the week right here. Whittaker by decision, minus 110. Fight to go the distance. Whittaker Cameron at minus 205. That's the other great bet of the week. Cedeno at minus 400. That's really good odds. Like, Cedeno's going to win that fight. That at minus 400 is terrific. And that's everything. So those are the 12 bets that I really like this week. I really like that. If you can get a Garco money line, a Garco decision, I would bet that for sure. Ryan Kelly versus Agarco, I would take Agarco by decision. I take the over. I would take anything like that. All right, let me finish up on these. Miron says it's a big mess. Legally, they can't even find someone new. It raises questions. Why not? Why not? Whitaker happy to take the 12. Not sure how they're going to resolve this. Yeah, they can't. Now it's too late to find a replacement. They have to find a replacement because it's already tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It's already Saturday. It's already Thursday in the UK, so they can't replace him now. That's a disaster. Cedric, gotcha. Cedric wants to know, Gary, does Sean Porter dad still train Cedeno? I believe so. Has anything changed there? I believe so. Who do you think got the easiest fight this weekend? Charles Conwell. Charles Conwell. I don't want to say that. That's a live opponent. Josh Padley. Yeah, Josh Warrington. You want to get in on that? Josh Padley has the easiest opponent this weekend. My parlay, Whitaker decision. Love it. Kevin Brown decision. Love it. Agarco decision, 166. Yup. Denny decision. Yeah, 166. Cedeno decision. I would just take, I like this, John. The only change I might make is Cedeno money line. So that's, I love everything in this. I would pick Cedeno by decision. Cedeno by decision was 180. It's a good bet, man. I like this a lot, John James. It's a good bet. Everything here should hit. The only I would just feel safe as Cedeno by on money line just so it's safer. It's a schoolboy error. How you sending Cameron a 12-round contract and Whitaker a 10-round? Why don't they just make it a 10-rounder? Why don't they? That is weird. Like that is a weird error, man. Like how do you make that error? It's sketchy. Whitaker didn't want to fight 12 rounds. Yeah, why not just make the fight 10 rounds? What's the big deal? Like commissioners do this all the time. You know, people send contracts for X amount of rounds, and the commission comes in. At least in the United States, it happens all the time. The commission comes in and changes it. Oh, you like Gungoran Hovhannissian Friday? I got him minus 1,400 and Conwell minus 750. Conwell at minus 750 is good odds. Hovhannissian at minus 1,400. I'm not a fan of those odds. I don't love those odds. Those odds are very, very wide in a heavyweight fight. I wouldn't touch it. To me, it's not worth the risk of a freak knockout, which you get in heavyweight fights. Heavyweight fights are unpredictable to me. I just don't feel comfortable betting on heavyweight fights with those kind of odds, but it's a real fight. He's in a real fight. He should win, but he's in a real fight. I would lay off that bipolar. I would rather put Padley in. There's other guys I'd rather put in. I'd rather put Kevin Brown's odds suck too, but I feel more comfortable putting Kevin Brown in than that. I don't mind this, but that kind of scares me off. The minus 1,400 is too wide for me. Fundora. Easiest fight, Dalton Smith. Yeah, it might be. Dalton Smith's got an easy fight. And I don't even want to say it because I think Jermaine is a good fighter. It's just he's not going to – Dalton Smith's going to win. Easy. She is debuting her first fight, and she has height and reach advantage over Badillo. You see Warrington KO a decision, probably decision, but it could be a late stoppage. Like it's a mismatch of a fight. That's why I wouldn't bet this. But if I had to bet, I'm obviously going to take Warrington. I do think Warrington's power is very underrated. I know his knockout ratio is not good. He's like Eddie Vasquez to me. Like he's not feather fisted. I don't care what his record said. He's not a feather fisted guy. Dalton Smith may have the easiest fight. The opponent, yeah, swings with no technique. And I think that's a little harsh. I don't think he sucks, but yeah, I do think Dalton Smith is levels and levels ahead of Jermaine. I think that is true. So Cameron says, if you want it at 10 rounds, pay me. They don't want to pay him. They'll figure this out. It's over money. They'll figure it out. Gary, they said use a template from another fight and did not realize it said 12 rounds on the contract. Dang. As his contract says 12. Whittaker was guessing early in that fight, so it's an advantage for him. Yeah, I get it. Heavyweight fights are dangerous. I don't love heavyweight fights with those odds. Muscle, I see Dalton Smith opponent going past five around there, I would say. Callaway can crack. Yeah, Callaway, yeah. Callaway looked awful in his last fight. I don't think so. I would say that, Bipolar. Wait, what was the... Hang on. His last fight, he won by second round knockout. Last year at the Garden. It was in March in the Garden, last month in the Garden. Callaway lost to Jeremiah Miller, and he's terrible. No debate out of me. I think Hovhannissian should win the fight. At minus 14, I don't love that. It's so wide to me. All right, guys. Appreciate everyone. I'm gonna wrap this up. Let me know if you have any last minute questions, comments, super chats. Otherwise, appreciate the super chat. We'll be back live tomorrow. I will let you know what time. But if there's no further questions, comments, thoughts, or super chats, forever hold your peace. It is April 16th, 2025. I was at this fight, wasn't I? I feel like I was at this fight. All right, I'll go back and watch it. I'll go back and watch it. April 16th, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank you, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.